On this final Saturday in August, it's the first game of the season for the Citadel Bulldogs. And what an opening opponent they have. The reigning national champs in FCS and the #1 team in the land, the North Dakota State Bison, making the trip to the low country of South Carolina to kick it off in 2025 on Ingles SoCon football. A footer and back deep. We just saw a couple of dangerous return men, Jackson Williams and Raja Nelson. It'll be Williams looking for an opening. Able to make the turn, get out close to the 35-yard line. A steady rain falling at kickoff on the field turf here at the Citadel. Dakota State plays football in the Missouri Valley Conference. They led that league at 55% on third down tries a year ago. This is a 3rd and 10. Quarterback draw because the physical Peyton can run. And it looks like he's got the first 22 on 4th down tries. Citadel defense, middle of the pack in the SoCon in these situations. And when you've got a quarterback who stands 6'3" and weighs in the neighborhood of 235 pounds, you can do just that in short yard situations.
Yeah, they were able to get it.
Played in 8 ball games. Had a 73-yard touchdown run against Illinois State among his achievements. Plenty of time in the pocket. Over the middle. Sliding attempt in and out of the hands of the intended target. It'll be 4th down. Tried to get it to one of his top receivers.
Allows them to get in the mix to get the football tipped in the air.
3rd down and 6. Dropping the football, Hayes. Pressure coming, throwing it away. Nearly completed it to Devontae Graves Billups. At the same time, there was a linebacker in the area who could have picked it off and taken it in easily. Logan Kopp, fully in character. Peyton and the Bison back on offense. Pennu breaking a tackle and breaking outside across midfield. One man to beat, finally wrapped up by Ravenel, but good work after initial work. But we digress. Another 3rd down opportunity for Peyton and the Bison. They were denied on a previous series. Had to punt. The lefty firing, completing. First catch of the day for Bryce Lance. He had 75 a year ago.
And then living in that identity.
Bulldogs 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. Delayed handoff. It's going to be a 1st down and more. Israel Benjamin bursts up the middle across the 40, and the Bulldogs continue their march.
That's a nice play. It's just well designed there. A little.
And that burst up the middle by Benjamin. 3rd down and 6. Pressure in the pocket. Helmet off the quarterback, and Hayes goes down. North Dakota State got after the quarterback a bunch of season ago. They led the Valley with 33 sacks. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, think about this. 3 of the 4 SoCon championships in this program's history, part of this coaching staff was on.
Pennu, good open field tackle by Ravenel to save a bigger game.
And again, getting back to that point, that's what he's trying to do.
2nd down and 6. Once again, Bison in Citadel territory. Here's the running ability of Peyton inside the 30. So tough to bring down. Finally caught from behind by McDaniel, but not before he gets in the red zone.
And that's where Cole Peyton is the most comfortable, tucking that football under that left arm and making a play with his feet. Big time run that time, works his way down the left sideline, gets his team down inside the red zone. Nothing score, but an opportunity for the Bison heading into the pursuit. Comes in and closes it out.
0 for 3 on 3rd downs. Pressure, firing, incomplete. Intended for Nelson. Big time hit administrator.
Up and make that play.
31-yard try. Ozick, just 3 of 5 a year ago in his first attempt this season, up and good. North Dakota State strikes first. Citadel, though, a modicum, if you will, of momentum there as the Citadel Bulldogs able to keep North Dakota State. 3rd down, Bulldogs in the game, 1 out of 3. 3rd and 7, first series for Tompkins, the redshirt freshman. The lefty trying to extend the play. And we'll see the punting unit pursuing him. Peyton so far in the game, 5 carries, looking to throw. In the flat, man on the move. And he's got a 1st down connection. Ball popped out late, but after the
was secured far before I got here in the world of college football scheduling. But tremendous folks out at North Dakota State, and we're excited that they're here. And obviously, if you want to compete against the best, why not start with the premier 6 months in every silo? And what I mean by silo is every sport. And obviously with Coach Drayton in football, that's a big part of the equation. And he and I, we've got a 30-year relationship because I was here when he was playing. We connect with him. We've had great, lengthy conversations about the program, his aspirations and goals, his visions, and we are in perfect alignment to try and make all that happen.
Scott gets another first down. Peyton converted the first third down.
For our entire community. Obviously, there's revenue portion to that, but it's also being a good partner within our community.
He's not necessarily the fastest guy on the field, but boy, can Cole Peyton find the opening, take advantage of it. Jones saving.
From a broadcast standpoint, let's keep the view of the bridge. I like that.
Well, it's all about the broadcasters as North Dakota State punches one in there from close range.
Pennu, who had 7 rushing. Citadel is so vital. It's got great alumni bases all over the Palmetto State, and certainly the case here. Art Chase, athletic director at the Citadel. Thanks so much for coming by. Not going as he and the Bulldogs would like so far as the #1 team in the land builds a 10-0 lead on Ingalls SoCon football.
Hardest to set up a more manageable third down.
Quentin Hayes got the start. Tompkins has been on for the past couple of series. Looking at a third down and 6. Time in the pocket for the lefty, trying to escape, and he won't. Caught from behind and taken down. North Dakota State, they can get you in a lot of ways.
Especially over the last 15 years or so.
Long road trip to open the season for the reigning national champs. Screen, Scott, room. First down and more. Out close to the 40-yard line. Boy, what a nice weapon the Kennesaw State transfer is out of the backfield to complement their starter Pennu. And
importantly, if you can get a turnover, that might help even more.
250-plus yards of total offense for Peyton and the Bison, throwing near side, connecting. Just a simple down and out to Chris Harris. Gets big yards, sets him up in Citadel, tailed the 10-0 lead. All the scoring has been in the second quarter. Peyton, second down and 10, going deep. Caught. Touchdown. Pretty connection. And North Dakota State adds on.
But what I love the most about this play, watch Cole Peyton. Watch the late hands of Nelson. See how late he is to get his hands up so that the defensive back can't play through his hands. He's very late getting his hands out there, and the defensive back never finds the football, and he's able to gaps. Sometimes you got to just get going before those guys even figure out what's happening.
A minute and change before the half. Bulldogs will get the ball to start the second half, keeping it on the ground, pushing ahead and getting the first down. We've seen the power running game work, and that'll third down. Bulldogs trying to convert, trying to get outside. Benjamin, he'll be stopped shy. Tim Polasek will again call a timeout with 7 seconds remaining, and we're about to see what they can do in terms of going after Platt, the punter.
Now, here's what's interesting. One of the biggest players you will ever see in Adam Comer, a 6'9" guy playing safety.
So they go underneath. Pennu with room, caught from behind. Taken down by Jamazon Roberts. Comer was back there at 6'9" on a football field in college for the first time. He came over from the College of Charleston, where, of course, they don't play football. He played hoops. Dave Friedman on the field as we arrive at halftime. And Wofford at SC State in Orangeburg, just up the road from where we are. Should be a very good test as well. Kick is away. Noth will let it go. Another touchback for Ozick. Citadel, which not only couldn't do a whole lot of there, other times see him moving about.
Wait till his body fills out at 6'4", 219.
And that fumble, North Dakota State chasing it, coming up with it is Kopp. And they're going to rule him down.
Simple little pitch to the right-hand side, and it just that ball just it never got all the way there, and obviously all of a sudden that
Peyton, one of the best red zone offenses last year, Lance trying to turn it outside toward the pylon, and he stopped shy of the goal line.
On the carry for NDSU.
And there it was. We talked about that in the open. As good as this might be quarterback run here.
With a Very physical QB, but out of the shotgun this time. Penu off the handoff, and he's into the end zone. Another rushing touchdown first half. And it was simply a matter of North Dakota State executing on offense to build their lead. Well, the Bulldogs did what they didn't want to do, handed the Bison a very short field, and Penu back in the end zone. Extra point try to make it 24-0, converted by Ozick with the sack. Yeah, as a guy right out of high school, you can make a mark on a very talented defensive front. This time, quarterback draw, good call. Hayes tackled high and slung down at the 30. Will try to convert again. They've done so just once in 5 third down tries, and completing for the first down right in front of the sideline. And there is Lance. Interesting that he's.
That's a beautiful part of the country. If you look, a lot of people think about the cold, but you go up there in the summer and just look around. It is a beautiful part of the country.
Scott lowers his shoulder, gets the first down. Now it's North Dakota State. Now pay him a big check and you take the loss. Play action. Firing. And caught. Nice job with a defender right in front of him. North Dakota State, big yards. Reese Kessel. Coming up on 5 to play in the third quarter. We were scoreless after 1, but North Dakota State's been in control since. More time in the pocket, and now Peyton able to break a tackle inside the 10. A leap inside the 5. Mighty close. It'll be first and goal.
You're looking to punch it in quickly.
Handoff into the end zone, Scott. North Dakota State building on the advantage. A second touchdown here in the third quarter for the #1 team in the land. Up and good. Well, Cole Payton, we knew the running was going to be good. Not sure we knew it would be this good because he not only is able to get you on the ground, but in the air. That set up a touchdown. A 31-0 lead in the third quarter for the Neck coming into the Southern Conference. Great addition. And Dave did make the point, and if you're a Citadel of VMI, it will be a trip you've got to travel to. Javonte Graves-Billups, probably the top playmaker on this Citadel offense, and they get the ball to him for the first down to build on the 17-0 halftime advantage. And then Peyton and the Bison march downfield to add on the last possession. Once again, Benjamin. Once again, a hole open on the left side. Tyler Higgins-Hill had a really good camp. Fifth pass attempt by a quarterback in this game for the Bulldogs. They're 2 out of 5. Hard running by Hayes on third down. Comes up about a yard, maybe in 2023. But has quickly been able to get some talent in here. Keeping it on the ground. Benjamin pushing ahead. Really great second effort behind the left side of that offensive line. Israel Benjamin has himself.
At 220 pounds, they ran right behind him.
And now the handoff goes to Bash Boyle, and that's what he does. Nice carry on his first touch of the game, so credited with the.
That trophy means a ton to the players, obviously, at both schools.
Hayes stumbling off the option, still positive yards for the first down inside the 15. Looked like for a second it was going to blow up as he tripped up right around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he did a nice job reading it. And
down tries last season. They'll work from the shotgun. Benjamin hit, stopped, well shy of the line to get. And the Bison defense step up big. Well, a big surge up front. We've seen it throughout the day. Keenan Wilson, the sophomore out of Eagan, Minnesota.
That's had continued success in a place like Manhattan, Kansas. Not the easiest place all the time to recruit to.
Pass complete for a first down. Nathan Hayes able to connect with Jackson Williams, sophomore out of Omaha. That'll move the chains. I think it's interesting that Paulasek came back for a third.
Yeah, he's just understands how to coach the game and understands how to get the most out of the players that are in his program.
And getting the most on the run, taking the high handoff. But I wasn't even, I think, aware at the time they'd moved to D1 or had fully gotten the certification. Firing is Hayes and completing for another first down. That time, Lance in this ball game. And just with a variety of injury issues to their offense that no team would really want to have to endure, they try to do their best, but tough team to try to pull that off against. Pass connected to Logan Conklin. David, I asked the North Dakota State sports information folks how good your hockey team goes. We don't have hockey, nor do South Dakota State or South Dakota. A lot of schools have club hockey like the Citadel does. Peyton firing, man open in the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, that's got to feel great for the backup QB and for Isaiah St. Romain. Redshirt freshman from Wilson, North Dakota. And that continued into the opening quarter for the most part. The rain eventually subsided in quarter number one. And everything else has seemingly worked out perfectly for the reigning national champs. 38-0 game. Hayes, St. Romain connecting on another passing touchdown for the Bison. North Dakota State, #1 in the land in FCS. And
try to get him down that way.
Tompkins' second season in the program, saw action in 4 games a year ago. Boyle on 3rd down is stopped. And Platt and the punting group will head back out. Well, the Bulldogs, a primer against this, are a little bit leaner this year, and by that he means from up around 320 to down around 305. Ball is fumbled, and Hayes trying to fall on it. See if the Bison keep possession. But the fact that they have had as you know, not the easiest sell as a military school, but if a sport translates to the whole military lifestyle better than any other, it would be football. Tankersley with the carry out to the 45-yard line.
And that's the new formula for coaches, as you mentioned. If you're a local kid and there's a potential you're going to go away to a group of 5 school or something like that, keep that connection with the local school because you may end up transferring home.
That's going to do it. We will not get another snap. Head coaches will shake hands at midfield. North Dakota State coming in and getting a 38-0 win, and frankly, just kind of sizing this ball game up. It played out as I thought it would. Citadel hanging around in the first half, really because of some key injuries on offense, not able to generate against a fabulous defense. North Dakota State, new starter at quarterback, but talented there and in so many other areas. And eventually the Bison able just to wear down the Bulldogs, but some big plays along the way. A couple